Good morning, guys, or good afternoon, whatever time you guys are going to watch this video. I'm doing environmental science as a project for my class. Yeah, so please be kind to me. So we're going to talk about what is an ecosystem. A system formed by interaction of all organisms with each other and with physical and chemical factors of the environment, is which they live, all linked by transfer of energy and material, is called an ecosystem. sorry for the voice, but I have a flu at the moment. Yeah, so just bear with me. Okay, so back to our main topic. We're talking about the forest ecosystem. What is a forest ecosystem? It's an ecosystem of forest and resources. Forests are renewable natural resources. Forests are formed by a group of plants that are structurally defined by their trees, scrubs and herbs, and creepers, and ground cover. So animals, insects, and microorganisms and birds are the most important interaction units of the forest ecosystem. So the ecosystem is basically based on forests, the forest, and the animals that are surrounded through that forest. There can be different kinds of animals that live there. So that's an ecosystem based on the forest area. One of the biggest forests you can find in the world are the Amazon forest. But as for now, let's just talk about India. India, the forest occupies about 80 to 20% of the total land area, which is not a lot if you think about it in terms of numbers, but in terms of the population, the forest does quite go a lot to the environment. Then we have hypolotic components of the forest includes inorganic and organic components present in the soil along with the temperature, rainfall and light etc. Biotic components are represented by producers, consumers, and decomposers. Well, those three, we usually start learning them in primary, secondary, and apparently right now I'm in college and we're still learning about this stuff. It really does go deep, so you guys should just listen at your own time or research on this stuff because these things will never leave you. They're like maths, guys. What are the types of forest ecosystems? So in my research, I found three. They're the tropical, evergreen, we got the tropical deciduous, and the temperate evergreen. So in the tropical evergreen rainforest, only a small percentage of the tropical forest are rainforest where average rainfall is between 80 to 400 inches in a year. This forest is characterized by deep and dense vegetation consisting of tall trees reaching different levels. So, like for example, the Amazon forest and the Congo forest, those are like deep forests where usually the whole year you find rain and there are always evergreen trees outside. And usually right now they're being protected by the government, usually to avoid people cutting down the trees unnecessarily. Now we have the tropical deciduous rainforest. The main characteristics of a tropical deciduous rainforest are broad level trees, along with the dense bushes, scrubs, etc. The main seasons, summer and winter, are distinctly visible there. This type of forest is found in many parts of the world. A large variety of flora and fauna are found here. Now we have the temperate evergreen forest. The temperate evergreen forest is a type of forest that is characteristic by a smaller number of trees but an aggregate number of ferns and mosses. On to our next chapter. Competence of a forest ecosystem. This is where we talk about the producers, the primary consumers, and the secondary consumers. Forgive me that I have a flu at the moment of taking the video. Producers can synthesize their own food by photosynthesis process. All green plants are considered producers of the ecosystem as they convert sunlight into the chemical energy of food. Now, primary consumers. For me, I feel like these guys are the most important people or animals or the most important part of all this. Since the consumers cannot prepare their own food, they depend on producers. Herbivorous animals get their food by eating the producers. Plants directly. Examples of primary consumers are grasshoppers and deers. Now we have the secondary consumers. Secondary consumers draw their food from primary consumers, such as lions. Now let's talk about the bad boys, characteristics of forest ecosystem. Warm temperatures and sufficient rainfall are characteristics of forest, resulting in the formation of numerous ponds, lakes, and etc. The forest maintains climate and rainfall. The forest supports many wild animals and protects biodiversity. The soil is enriched organic matter and nutrients which support the growth of trees. Now, functions of forest ecosystems. Goods obtained from forests. There are various types of food products such as honey, wild meat, fruits, mushrooms, palm oil, and wine, and medicinal plants obtained from forests. And other than edible parts, we can obtain timber, wood, biomass, and coke. The forests, the fuel can be extracted from old trees that are buried under the soil. Ecological functions. Forests play an important role in maintaining ecological factors such as climate, carbon storage, nutrients, and circular. We have cultural and social benefits, which are the tribal people who live in the forest treat the forest as natural goddesses. The traditional beliefs and spirituality save wild animals from hunters and cutting down of trees by urban people. A few modern people visit the forest for recreation. So, as for an example, I'll give the Amazon forest in Brazil. Usually, the Amazon forest in Brazil, the country is big, but 40% of the country is covered in forest. And the forest has been getting cut down slowly but slowly, but the government has been trying to protect it and to protect its history and its richness. Because the Amazon forest, if you ask the community, they will tell you that the Amazon forest has big history in terms of their population and how it affects the people in the country. Then we have the Congo forest, which has also its own history and how the people surrounding it feel about the forest. and it's supposed to be protected. Thank you.